Recently, President Donald Trump signed an executive order. This order established a digital asset working group. The group's task is to explore the possibility of a strategic cryptocurrency reserve. The reserve may include Bitcoin, Ethereum, and smaller tokens. The report from this group is due by July 2025. A strategic reserve is a stockpile of critical resources. It can be released during crises or supply disruptions. The U.S. Strategic Petroleum Reserve is a well-known example. Created in 1975, it was a response to the Arab oil embargo. It serves as a buffer against oil market fluctuations. Canada has a unique strategic reserve of maple syrup. China maintains reserves of metals, grains, and pork products. The idea of a cryptocurrency reserve is relatively new. The proposed U.S. reserve aims to include smaller tokens. These include XRP, Solana, and Cardano. This was the first indication that the reserve would hold more than just Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the two largest cryptocurrencies by market value. Trump stated they would form the core of the reserve. However, he did not explain why other tokens were included. The method for creating this reserve is still unclear. The working group aims to evaluate using seized cryptocurrencies. Currently, there are approximately 198,109 Bitcoins seized by law enforcement. This equates to about $18.5 billion at current market prices. The legal process for transferring these assets from the Justice Department remains uncertain. Trump has not indicated if the government will purchase more cryptocurrencies. The executive order does not provide specific instructions for future acquisitions. Senator Cynthia Lummis has proposed a more concrete plan. She introduced a bill to create a reserve operated by the Treasury. This plan would involve purchasing 200,000 Bitcoins annually for 5 years. The goal is to reach a stockpile of 1 million Bitcoins. This would represent about 5% of the total global supply of Bitcoin. The Treasury would fund these purchases from Federal Reserve profits and gold holdings. The proposed Bitcoin reserve would be maintained for at least 20 years. Additionally, around 24 states have introduced legislation for their own Bitcoin stockpiles. However, these measures have faced challenges in several states, including Wyoming. Supporters of a Bitcoin reserve cite various benefits. Trump suggested it would help the U.S. dominate the global Bitcoin market. Holding Bitcoin could potentially reduce the national deficit without raising taxes. This could strengthen the U.S. dollar in the long term. In November 2024, Lummis stated her plan could have U.S. debt in 20 years. A strong dollar would provide leverage against foreign adversaries, such as China and Russia. However, there are risks associated with a Bitcoin reserve. Critics argue that Bitcoin lacks intrinsic value. Unlike other commodities, it is not essential to the U.S. economy. Bitcoin was created in 2008 and remains volatile. Skeptics question whether its value will continue to rise. Cybersecurity is another concern, as crypto wallets are vulnerable to attacks. Large purchases or sales of Bitcoin could impact its price. This price effect would be even more pronounced for smaller tokens like Cardano and XRP. These tokens generally have lower trading volumes. The upcoming cryptocurrency summit at the White House will discuss the reserve. This event is scheduled for March 7th, 2025. It is expected to be a key topic of conversation among policymakers. The implications of a U.S. cryptocurrency reserve could be far-reaching. As the situation develops, the working group's findings will be closely monitored.